Okay, so you've gone to play FM24 and realised your game is massively out of date. You want to play with updated leagues, updated transfers, and updated Wonder Kids? Well, don't fear, because I'm here to show you exactly how to do that and give you a nice, easy way of doing it all and going through a complete install guide and eventually showing you a league table that looks a little bit like this so you can play FM24 just like it's FM26 and you can enjoy your summer of Football Manager. Now, this is a question that I get asked a hell of a lot, so I'm going to go through it step by step and show you guys exactly which files you need to be downloading. Now, 2 of them are on FM Scout and 1 of them is on Sort It Out SI. Now, first of all, you want to head to FM Scout and you want to look for the real fixture and results LNC update 29 of the 5th, 2025. If you are watching this video in the middle of June, potentially there'll be like a 14th of June version which you can download, but not much is going to change. I believe there's a few games to play in the second tier of Spain, potentially other places as well. I don't think there's many games that are still going on, to be honest, so this is probably going to be about as updated as you are going to get FM24. And I'm going to put all the files on the Patreon as well. All the files are completely free to download. I'll go through what you can get up on the website. If you want a really simple, easy way of doing it, there is 33 files overall. I've filtered through, made sure they're the right ones, and got you a save file as well. So it's super easy if you're watching this video to just plug in with the databases I've got and enjoy yourself on FM. But we'll get into that in a little bit's time. This is your first one. It is the real fixtures and results update. Now, this updates fixtures and results in the following leagues: Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia, Czech, Denmark, England, all the way down to the National League South and North, which is amazing. France in the top 3 leagues, Germany in the top 3 leagues, Greece, Italy the top 3 leagues, Netherlands, Poland, Portugal in the top 2, Spain in the top 3, Switzerland, Turkey, Ukraine, Scotland, and Serbia as well. So a bunch of different updates, which is amazing. And when you want to get into this, you go into, we'll go through the actual file in a second, but the file you're looking for is the May 2024.fmf file, which you can see I've highlighted here in my editor data. What we can do when you get your editor data file, I'd create like a separate editor data inside the editor data so you can export everything into here. We are looking at the real fixture results. They will all be in the FM Scout version. You come into here, and then there will be all the different real results categories here. And in the start date, you just want to select the May 24 one, which is exactly what we have done. And like I said, all these like real results things down here, all of these will all be in that folder. As I've said, you can do it this way, or just head to the Patreon down below. As a free member, you'll be able to download everything in a click of a button, and it'll be really, really easy. But if you want to go through and try and do it on the website, that's how you do this one, and that gets you all your updated results and fixtures and stuff like that. So looking at the Premier League table, United down in 15th, Liverpool winning the league. The only thing that this sort of thing can't do is predict the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League, Europa League winners. So someone like Spurs aren't going to, well, they're actually in the FA Cup finals. They would potentially get Europa League football, but they wouldn't be able to just get Champions League football. You can't do the results in an editor like you can with the league fixtures, which is quite frustrating. And the same goes as well for like the playoffs. So for this file that I've got right here, it's Bristol City getting promoted to the Premier League. Now, the file that I put as the save file on Patreon, I will make sure Sunderland are the team promoted to the Premier League. As for the FA Cup and Champions League and stuff, the chances of me getting a simulation saved where Spurs win the Europa League, Crystal Palace win the FA Cup, and Sunderland get promoted are all very, very unlikely. But I'll make sure the league is at least completely up to date. And if you're looking to manage in, say, like the Bundesliga, I've not been keeping a lot of eye on Bundesliga recently, but it's won by Bayern Munich, I know that much. Relegated Bochum, Kiel, and Heidenheim. If you're looking to do a second tier update, I mean, if you're looking to manage Elfsberg and they're potentially going to win the playoff match, then that's something you'll just have to simulate yourself over and over to get Elfsberg to win that game so they can be in the Bundesliga, which would be really, really fun. So that is how you update all the fixtures, results, and get your league tables done. But there is a lot more to get through to actually make sure your game is nice and updated. You've got the transfers and data update packs by the Notorious Pro plus FMTU. Now, just quickly, I want to talk to you about FDF one more time this month because we are at the Champions League final day. And as you can see, everything has been reset. The transfers is just showing the 2 Champions League sides. My squad is just showing the Champions League sides. And I've heavily invested in Marcus Thuram as the guy I think is going to make the difference tonight. Now, I've got a couple of packs just to open up, if you were lucky enough to get an invite code or you managed to join the team during the beta phase, then you'll also have this available to you as well. So just head on to the game and you should have a new updated version where it's just the Champions League. Let me know your comments down below who is going to win the Champions League and which FDF player you're going big on for this window. As I said, mine is Marcus Thuram, and I think Inter Milan win the game 2-0. Now this is essential. This does all the transfers. So when you base load up FM, you're going to have like Rafa Varane at Manchester United. This is going to sort all of that out. All of the mess is going to go. So transfers, agents, current and potential ability changes is massive. Someone like Cole Palmer, rubbish on the initial version of FM. Now, unbelievable, which is good to see. Cypriot leagues, Greek leagues, Indian leagues, new staff, other changes, promotions, relegations, Saudi Arabian leagues, and Wonder Kids. Now, I don't want to use every single file from this because they'll clash with what we've already downloaded. So we've got like the new players, one in here, the current ability changes, the other changes. There is some others in here as well, scattered in between, but the most notable one that I've deleted is the Wonder Kids one because we've got a completely separate file for that. The injuries is there, the agents is there, but again, just if you want to make it super easy for yourself, just head to the Patreon, download all 33 files. It'll be much easier rather than having to try and filter through. If you basically want, you can download everything off the website and just copy it so you have these 33 files. You're more than welcome to do that. And the final one is the Wonder Kids one, is the FM24 Sort Out Outside data update. Now, this is a big old file, and well, I say big old file, there's loads of stuff in it, but there's only one thing that I want. And actually for this, I went and downloaded it. In fact, I might as well just go through it with you guys so you can see how to download things, etc. So I've downloaded it here. What we're going to do is we are going to cut that into our documents, into our Sports Interactive, Field Manager 2024, let that load, editor data, and then we've got a new editor data file in here. So just so we don't get confused, let me delete the ones I've already downloaded. For some reason, that won't delete. That's fine. So we've got this sort of SI FM24 data here. You want to export that. I use a file like WinRAR. I won't be able to extract it because of the file that's already there, but I can still double click into it. In here, all I was looking for is obviously you've got all of these different things here, which to me are just going to clash with what we've got already. You'd have to do loads of merging in the pre-game data, so I don't want any of these. All I wanted was the new players update. For some reason, on the latest version, this is only a 15 kilobit file. Now, in the data update that I done a couple of months ago, you can see I've got that exact new players folder here on the 24th of February, which is a 13,000 kilobit file. And that makes a massive difference to your game because you can get players like Cheeto, someone who's not on the standard version of FM. He is on that new players file that I downloaded a few months ago, but for some reason it's no longer there. I'm going to message Sort Out Outside to see if they know about that so they can give it a fix. But for now, as far as I'm aware, the only place to come and get some of these amazing new Wonder Kids like Sean Stour, Cavan Sullivan, I believe, is on this as well. I mean, there is so many. If you were to compare like the Manchester United under 18s compared to what they are on the base version of the game, it is like a complete world of difference. Goodwill Kokonki, Jim Thwaites, Tyler Fletcher, Jaden Camerson, heading into the 21s, of course, Amir Ibragimov, Chido Obi, Jace Fitzgerald, Harry Amas had a massive boost, Vinny McAllister, Jack Fletcher, Toby Collins a little bit of a boost, Aiden Heaven the same, a little bit of a boost. Again, if you want to go into the pre-game editor and update them a little bit, you can, but this at least gives them so they're an option in the game and you can still use them, which is really good. And for some reason, the Notorious Pro one, the only player in the whole United Academy that was updated was Chido Obi, which is amazing because you can play with him. He's got really good potential. But all the other Wonder Kids that have come through in recent days, like Jim Thwaites and Amir Ibragimov and players like that, weren't on the game. So I've managed to get all three files into one, and it gives you this pretty amazing sort of updated version of FM. Well, you can now basically pick and choose a team to manage for the 25-26 season, which is crazy. It's effectively like playing FM26 with all the updated squads, etc., which is brilliant. The only other thing that I will mention, which will annoy a few people, it annoyed me quite a lot, is something that you just cannot change. It's somewhere deep in the editor data of one of the Notorious Pro ones. It's the contracts. They've all been updated to add an extra year. So Victor Lindelof, Christian Eriksen, Tom Heaton, Johnny Evans, for example, I'm a United fan, so I know all about the contracts here. All 4 of them are leaving the club on free agent deals. On this version, they have an extra year to their contract, which is a little bit annoying, but it sort of is what it is. You have to kind of move past that, so it's fine. If you want to get rid of them, sell them. If not, just chuck them in the under-18s and imagine they're not there. And that's the same for every club as well. You go to Newcastle, Kieran Trippier, Callum Wilson, Jamal Lascelles, Sean Longstaff, Jamal Lewis, Mark Gillespie, all on contracts for another year that they really should be, which is a bit frustrating, but it's the only thing that really is annoying. The only other thing that I want to show you guys is actually how to set these games up, because I know some people have no idea how to set up a game and get all these other data bits into their game. Simply click on start a new game, click on career, and this top right here where it says database, you want to see that you got 32, not 33, all 32 enabled and available. As I said, if you just download all the ones that I've showed you today and chucked them in, you'll have like 70 files, and they'll all have like little red exclamation marks where they'll clash against each other because the rules won't quite work. Whereas because I've gone through and filtered through 32 really good files that you can use, click confirm and click choose a game mode. You want to just stick to original as well, so it keeps it all nice and working. Let this database load up, and what I'll try and remember to put on the Patreon as well. Again, as a free member, these aren't being charged at all. These are just a place to download them, to be honest. You can come over to this game setup bit, and I'll put in the game setup that I've been using for recent videos, which makes it really easy to just plug in to a brand new game. You don't have to fiddle about getting new players in, etc., adding in new leagues. It'll just make it really easy. And for the start date as well, I understand that can be a little bit confusing, and that'll all just be sorted for you. So game setup load, if you've downloaded mine and put it into the right place, you will see KXI2526 start. This is in your game setup bit in Football Manager 2024. Document Sports Interactive Football Manager game setup, KXI 2526 start, and that'll load you up playable and view only in England, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain in the top 2 leagues. And then view early in the Seychelles as well, because that is how you get the May start date, is adding in the nation of the Seychelles, and game start date heading to Seychelles and choosing the 27th of May. This should also give you the database that I use. Now I have a PC which is an absolute machine, so 92,000 players is absolutely fine for me. If you need a few of these removed, remove the top clubs versions, and if you know, that might make you a little bit more comfortable in your PC running at 49,000 players. You'll lose a few players, a few wonder kids won't be there, etc., but the PC can't handle it. Just do it so the PC runs smoothly. You don't want to break your PC, and then don't want to click anything else. If you're looking to prevent in-game editor, make sure you click that. If you don't want to do any transfers to the real summer real life, which would be a bit mental, you can do that, and you just simply click start game, and the database will load up, and it will take you into your brand new FM26 save, which is very, very exciting. If you guys can smash a like on this video, I hope it has helped you out a whole bunch. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and a massive thank you for the support on the recent United video. Keep smashing that. If you haven't watched it yet, go and give it a watch. We want to get that video as the first ever Kempy video to 100k views. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you next time.